This video will show you several different ways to self-rescue if you flipped your single. Everybody flips eventually, so it's important to practice what you'll do before you're in an emergency situation. Knowing how to get back into a flipped boat is an important skill, but it's also not a guarantee, and you should always exercise good judgment about whether or not it's safe to row. If you flipped your single, you have 5 major steps to self-rescue. The first is to decide whether you're going to try to get back into the boat or push the boat to shore. Second, turn the boat right side up. Third, get control of both oar handles. Fourth, boost yourself onto the deck, and finally, turn and sit. If you can't get back into the boat, or if the boat is too damaged to row, you have 2 options. The first is to boost your upper body up onto the deck of the boat and kick it to shore like a kickboard. The second option is to lie on the boat like a surfboard and paddle it to shore. Regardless of which option you choose, it's important to get out of the water very quickly, especially if the water is cold. Remember, no matter which option you choose, you should always stay with your boat. The boat acts as a flotation device and will make you much easier to see. If you decide to get back into the boat, you're going to need to turn it right side up. Rather than trying to push up on a rigger, it's much easier to put a foot on a rigger and then pull the boat over as you press down with your feet. Keep an eye on the oars while you do this so you don't get hit in the head. Your next step is to get control of both oar handles in one hand. Getting the oar that's closest to you into the correct position is usually pretty easy, but it's hard to reach the oar that's on the opposite side of the boat. If you can't reach it, tuck the near oar into the rigger to prevent it from migrating away from you, duck under the boat, and then retrieve the oar on the opposite side. Push the oars all the way out and then hold both oars in the hand that is closest to the foot stretcher. Push the seat out of the way using your other hand. This will make it much harder to dislodge the seat when you climb in. You're now ready to boost yourself up out of the water and onto the deck. The goal is to get your center of gravity onto the opposite side of the boat, or put another way, to get your navel over the center of the cockpit. This process is a lot like trying to climb out of a swimming pool without a ladder. If you can't get back into the boat from this position, you can always kick it to shore with your stomach still over the cockpit. The last step is to do a push-up and rotisserize your body so that your butt is in the boat and your legs are dangling over the side. This step is definitely the hardest. As you can see from this other clip, if your body isn't far enough over the cockpit, it's going to be very difficult to get back into the shell without flipping it back over. Once you're back into the boat, getting back onto the seat is relatively simple. Thanks for watching, and stay safe out there.